Welcome back to the show, everybody. We got a great one for you this morning. Take a look at these numbers while we run the headlines. $1.69 for XRP. Come on in. Yeah. Shout out to John Bell, my brother from another mother. If you don't know, that's where I got come on in from one of my dear friends on this planet. And it really comes from Albert King, the blues legend, and one of his very famous songs. But anyway, today is my 50th birthday, and what a better way to celebrate than with a $1.71 peak of XRP. Let's take a look at the headlines. BlackRock is eyeing a Ripple partner. We're going to want to know about it. Big fund manager says that Bitcoin, and I mean a bold statement about Bitcoin being a global reserve currency. We'll get into that. Bonds. That's right. Bonds on the blockchain. You think it's not that big of a deal? The bond market is the backbone to the monetary system. And guess what else? It's a huge Ripple partner involved. We're going to take that apart too. Time Magazine puts crypto on its books. Coinbase is one day away from IPOing, and the numbers are insane. By the way, where in the hell is Gary Gensler? And guess what else? XRP and the technical analysts, the experts in the space, are calling for higher highs and a new all-time high. We're going to take it apart. Let's roll that beautiful intro right now. Here we go.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove at the top of the screen, and everything that we're talking about here today. Let's go ahead and start to unpack it. And it is 2.1 trillion plus in the cryptocurrency market cap. 2.1 trillion plus. Are you kidding me? That is remarkable. We are speaking to the world very loudly at this point, especially all of Wall Street, who has a lot of money and they're looking for a place to put it. Don't believe it. It's still true. Bitcoin, $62,950.71, $945.71. It's up 7% plus on the 7-day, 5% plus on the 24-hour. Most of that in the last day here. So looking at 1.1 trillion, almost 1.2 trillion for Bitcoin at their doorstep for market cap. Ethereum now $2,228.53. I can only imagine if that stays at that number with the gas fee issues that Ethereum network has, and knowing that Bitcoin and Ethereum have never actually gotten an official ruling from the SEC, and there is plenty of video that we've seen from Digital Asset Investor, shout out to him, proving that Vitalik Buterin has explained that they actually launched an unregistered initial coin offering known as an ICO. That ought to get interesting. Well, this is even more interesting. XRP's creeped up to the number 4 spot for the last day or two, and guess what? We're $1.71. Yeah, don't believe it. It's still true. We're going to talk about the technical analysts, the experts in the space that are calling for even a higher number in the very near term, and get into that. We are 26.64% up on the 24-hour, 60.95% up on the 7-day, $1.71. Let's take a look at the range now. The range right now between 171.25 and 134.55. We'll keep an eye on that to see, because as every market does, we do see a breath every now and again where the market takes a breath, a little bit of a sell-off, and then the buyers have been coming back into the market. We'll get further into the chart calls in just 1 second here. Take a look at this. This is Spanish tax authority issues 14,800 warning letters to cryptocurrency holders. Spanish crypto holders should declare their earnings in tax filings. If they fail to do, Hacienda said they could incur fines over 5,000 euros, which is almost 6,000 US dollars. So listen, whether you are just a regular crypto investor, whether you buy and you hold, or whether you're someone who trades and swing trades and day trades, or whether you're somebody who takes your crypto and locks it up in a kick-ass place like Kava, Kava Labs is amazing, and you're looking for high yields. Look at this. They got over $405 million in asset value right now. And if you look at the returns of the annual percentage yields, 43% plus for Bitcoin, almost 50% for Binance USD. It was 20% almost here for XRP, and it was over 20% just a few minutes ago. And looking at 25% for Kava and 68% returns. These are compound interest returns. This is really incredible stuff. But regardless of that, if you're in crypto, whether you're a trader, whether you're a buyer, seller, you're holding for long term, you're investing for yields and making interest on your money, make sure you check out Clinton Donnelly, the crypto tax fixer at cryptotaxaudit.com. He is amazing, and he's helped people save over $40 million from tax audits on crypto. All right, let's get into the news here. Cryptic Poet BlackRock eyes Ripple partner Credit Suisse, or SUSE, however you say it, asset management arm. And this is remarkable because this is a Ripple partner here. And BlackRock, I think, is just, I can't remember how many trillions in asset under management is, but it is either the largest investment group or one of the largest for sure. This is getting very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen, seeing these potential mergers coming together like this just shows the growth of this space to me. Now, this is a very big comment, and I want to be careful with this. First of all, shout out to Mr. Yo-Yo for this one. This is Cathie Wood, who has a huge investment fund. And let me just tell you, I am a huge fan of Cathie Wood. So I touch this with the utmost respect, but she does refer to Bitcoin in here as a reserve currency in the future. And I certainly see it as a hedge, but as a means of payment, sure, you can do it. Is it the most effective? No. Just like I don't have my first cell phone anymore. Could it work? Yeah, sure. Maybe with the towers, and maybe, I can't do everything that you could do on a new one, right? And it certainly might take longer and it might have issues. The technology from the first cell phone showed us all what was possible with cell phones. And now I have a great cell phone, right? I don't use my first cell phone. And you know what? And I hold Bitcoin. Mrs. Backup and I talk about this all the time about what to do with Bitcoin, whether we hold it. I do think long term, Bitcoin's going to be amazing, and it's already had an incredible run. But when it comes to being a reserve currency per se, I find that to be just a tad bit of a stretch. Now, a store of value, and if that's what she means by reserve currency, and not that like the U.S. dollar, because I don't see it like the U.S. dollar for sure, because it has high transaction fees, it has long transaction time, so it really takes a long time to settle. However, again, if we were to see something like this moved and all the pre-mined Bitcoin placed on the XRP ledger per se, then you could get the same settlement as you would out of XRP, and I think it would help Bitcoin price go even higher. But I certainly think I could see it as a store of value where it has existed today, but a reserve currency per se, I just don't see it. Now, check this out here, because this is breaking news. Wanchain's new decentralized XRP cross-chain bridges are now live to enable yield farming and liquidity mining for XRP. I covered this the last couple days, but I want to make sure everybody understands how big this is, the interoperability that is taking place here, which this is where the survivors are going to come from out of a growing market. It's the ones that have the most utility, the most interoperability with the most cost-effective and secure network. It's pretty simple, right? And we see XRP will be able to engage with DeFi applications on Ethereum, EOS, Bitcoin, and I think they met the right BSV, because of Wanchain. So this, to me, is really bringing and taking shape of what the new financial system and the new internet of value, as they say, will look like. So this is exciting stuff we're seeing happen here. This is really big. This is really big. I know a lot of people are like, who cares about bonds? But the reality is that bonds are the backbone to the monetary system. Europe's investment bank plans to settle bonds in euros using blockchain. When we go down into this article, take a look at it. Take a look. According to Tuesday report, the European Investment Bank, EIB, tasked Goldman Sachs. Who is this? Banco Santander. What? The longtime Ripple partner, Banco Santander, yeah, and Societe Generale AG with assessing the feasibility of settling, registering the bonds using the nascent tech, which is really not so nascent. Bloomberg's unnamed source said initial investor meeting will commence April 15th, continue for weeks, no date given for the initial sale. The investment bank joins a growing club of state-backed blockchain bond issuances. Thailand's central bank arrived last year with a government savings bond program totaling $1.6 billion. This is just getting closer and closer to the way the world will go. This is the way it's going to be, and not too long from now, it'll be that way, and nobody will remember how it used to be. That's how it works. This is from Michael Val, 5 links. Shout out to you, my friend. He is amazing. Time does not intend to convert the Bitcoin it receives through the deal into fiat. It will hold the crypto assets on its balance sheet. You're hearing it right. Time magazine is now taking a position on its balance sheet with crypto. Yeah, and they're going to drop a series of educational videos. Wow. When you see these legacy, traditional old companies and firms, and that they're adding crypto to their books or their business model in some way, it's very, very exciting to me. Now, this is something I've asked many, many times on this channel. Many times I've asked this on this channel. And I tell you something, and we're about to look at these price calls too, by the way, so don't go anywhere. But where is Gary Gensler and why is it taking so long? And we take a look at it right here and let's see what they say, because this guy does a great job for CoinDesk.
Time to check in with CoinDesk Global Policy.
Right before the Senate went on recess near the end of last month, they did begin the procedural moves that would see Gary Gensler be confirmed through the full Senate. So I think it's just, the Senate's been they've been looking at various issues, and I guess SEC chair has been maybe not the foremost priority on that list, but they did file cloture right before the Senate went on recess, and they're coming back this week. So my guess is they might vote to confirm him to his role, hopefully in the next week or two.
And then he goes on to talk about the enormous list of ETF, exchange traded fund applications for crypto, and how that is a long backlog on that as well. He basically doesn't know why they haven't confirmed Gary Gensler. And guess what? I don't either. And shout out to them at CoinDesk. And I think it's Nicolesh, I believe is his name. And he puts out great content, by the way. But the thing I wanted to bring up here is that, there was, there was a huge donation from Ripple years ago when Gary Gensler was a professor at MIT. I have floated the idea, Big Skinny and I have talked offline about this extensively, about this potentially being the reason there's a delay. This is not hard to believe that if there is a conflict of interest in this with Gary Gensler and his background at MIT and the donation from Ripple, and it may not be a thing. Look, he may get confirmed today and it's a non-issue, but we have to consider that could be a conflict of interest for him. And it could be a stressor on the SEC to get this case resolved and some kind of settlement judgment and move forward so they can confirm Gary Gensler. And maybe it's just Congress being busy and doing normal Congress business very, very slow and not getting this done in a timely manner. I mean, the reality is that the SEC is in dire straits of leadership. I do believe Gary Gensler can be that leader, and I also believe he will probably lead in a way that makes a lot of retail investors not very happy. But I think institutions will jump for joy. All right, we'll get into that further too in another video, but let's take a look at this. Coinbase, 1 day away. Take a look at this. The pre-IPO shares of Coinbase are currently listed on the FTX exchange and currently trading at $594 per share. Holy moly. The current pricing project, $150 billion valuation for the crypto exchange. Shout out to Coinbase. Wow. One can only imagine when it IPOs tomorrow where that number's going to go, because it's going to go a lot higher than where it's at right now is my prediction on that. And you know what? I don't even mind saying that is not financial advice. None of this is, but that's my thought on the matter. Now let's take a look at some other people's thoughts here who happen to have nailed where we are in this moment. And they called a lot of this back in February and March that we would find ourselves here in this moment. And this is Dark Defender we're talking about. And I got to give a shout out to Crypto Bull 2020. I got to give a shout out to Crypto Wizard, Billy and Martin. We take a lot of these analysts when we get in these moments and start to really look at what they do because they're experts at what they do. And this is just as much a sign of it as any. Dark Defender says, hi there all. He is sharing again that on March 6, 2021, when XRP was 46 cents, we set the targets for 50 cents, 72 cents, $1.13, and they hit it spot on. And they said, when we said math works always, although some denied and told us math doesn't work for XRP, new targets now are $1.33, which we hit spot on. And now we're headed for $2.72, Dark Defender says, and $13 after that. How about that? Take a look at this chart. We have shown it before. But the main here, no change on my first target, 72 cents. Then it will hit $1.13. This was obviously back in March. It goes to show this person's showing their work. And he says, so close for a breakout. Expect it in 8 to 12 hours after this tweet. And we got that breakout, by the way. And he says the main target to sell his first XRP since 2018 is 10 to 20 bucks. And he says we're headed there a lot sooner than people realize. So holy moly, hold on to your hat. This is getting very good, ladies and gentlemen. I would be excited. Now, personally, myself, not financial advice, you guys know I'm here for 4 and 5 digit XRP, and I'm not leaving till after the central banks get using it for a minute. I'm not going anywhere. So that's where I stand on this day, and I am grateful for each and every one of you. It is a great birthday. It's a great day to be 50, and I want to thank XRP and all of you for being a part of this channel. We are getting so close to 100,000 subscribers. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do. Check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. And what a better birthday gift than to be able to talk and share this day with each and every one of you, and to have some positive price action after all the years we've been holding and filling our bags. Dollar cost average, baby. All right, I'll catch all of you on the next one. Take care.